Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next round of the Tuesday night rookie series hosted by ARL. I am Kaito NASA, and I'm kind of alone this week as Kevin had to have some personal matters be taken care of, not feeling too well. So we hope that that Kevin, if you're watching tonight, I hope you feel better and take all the rest that you need to get better. But our rookies are getting ready to race at the world-famous Brands Hatch. Getting ready to see who is going to be able to take the podium here for the Fresh Talent Cup. As Laura was the first off of pit road and leading the train of qualifying cars. As I kind of stepped away for a second, I don't remember what corner they're in right now. But this is a valid lap so far. As we go under the Pirelli Bridge. Lore being closely followed behind by Turkey. And then, I think that's Baumeister? Is how you pronounce that? I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name. As Lore going off. They're going to have a 142.36 as their first qualifying lap. Pepper's going to take provisional pole right now, if I can get up to Pepper's right now. With a 138.59. Looking to improve on that right now. As qualifying only about 15 minutes here in the rookie series. So already got 5 minutes under our belt. Lore, or not Lore, excuse me, Peppers. I saw Lore behind Peppers, that's where I got mixed up. But Peppers looking to try and keep a hold of the pole position right now. Peppers being extremely strong this season. Of course, the man to beat. As Chambers going off-roading a bit, doing some rallycross. But of course, the man to beat on track. I actually don't see them. Oh, there they are. They're sitting in 12th right now. I don't know if that's just not setting having not set a valid lap yet, or just now getting onto the track. It took me a while to find them. I was not used to seeing them so low in the qualifying field. But Pro, definitely the most consistent up front driver in the series so far, and your current points leader, if I am remembering correctly. In fact, we'll take a quick peek over. On the Southern monitor. Yep, Perot is currently sitting in a very comfortable first place in the points. So Perot definitely the driver to beat tonight from a bunch of these drivers. So we got some Peppers fans in the chat doing it. Do it for Johnny. Peppers currently sitting 4th place right now. Here is... Oh, speaking of strong drivers, Nicholas Sam last week getting their first podium and currently looking to try and do a repeat. They were sitting at 3rd, but they're looking to stay up near the front of the field again, maybe vie for a podium again, as Perot taking the pole position yet again. Ryder currently sitting in third, with Green in second. Warm Water looking to improve on their lap right now, sitting in 7th place currently. Gonna stick on board with Warm Water at the moment. All these drivers extremely strong, extremely talented. As right now, Warm Water doesn't really have to worry about any other driver right now. They're kind of in that sweet spot for clean air when it comes to qualifying. And that's the big thing. Some of these, I think most of the drivers have spaced themselves out currently, from what I could see. Trying to make sure they're not impeding on each other's hot laps. As Perot setting a 138.475. Doing their best to comfortably stay in that pole position. As back up in the field, Peppers going to get back into that 3rd position. If I can't get to Peppers, but also another front runner that's looking to be strong today. It's going to be Green. Green earlier on in the season being extremely strong, looking at consistently being behind Perot in the first 3 rounds of the season. We'll see if Green is done playing second fiddle and looking to really get into the as they go wide. And C King ending up backwards. There was a bit of a spin. I don't know what happened. And Peppers improving on their time at 137.5, going to catapult them into the 2nd place position. Peppers staying consistent all season long, as well as Green and Perot. As we are nearing the, getting closer and closer to the end of the season. We've got just a few more tracks to go to. In fact, we only have 2. We have Mount Panorama next week, and then following that is the season finale at COTA. I'm excited to see what COTA is going to bring. Mount Panorama next week going to be as I call it, Death Mountain. We'll see if that nickname sticks with the M2s or not. But right now, drivers not worried about what's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. They're worried about what's happening this week. Over here across the pond. As Pepper's still better than their fastest lap so far, but going a little bit wide there, using up all the curve that they could. There's a driver off track. That might have been Lamb King. There's someone sitting off the track, but I can't tell who that is. Or is that just being thrown because they're at the... Oh, there's Vergara in the sand trap. Okay, that's weird. It's just showing the yellow flag with them on pit road. Okay. I was being kind of curious about that. As Perot going to be wide going into the sand, probably going to, I don't think they have enough time to do another lap, so I think they're going to call it. That is their qualifying session, I believe. As Peppers crosses the start-finish line, getting ready to do one more lap here around Brands Hatch. We'll see if Peppers is able to improve on their lap time. As Pepper's going to spin and hard hit into the inside barrier. Going to go ahead and tow back to the pits. Not going to have time to go and do another flying lap. That's going to be it for them. Nicholas Sam having an invalid lap. I don't think they're going to have enough time. They might. As the 538 moves down the track, they are not going to cross the start-finish line before the end of qualifying. Ryder currently on a hot lap right now, 4/10 up on their best time currently. Ryder comfortably in the 5th position at the moment. We head under the Pirelli Bridge. Heading past pit road towards the start-finish line, going to be an improvement. Ryder going to cement themselves in 5th place with that lap, though. As our qualifying results, Perot taking the pole position, showing why they have been the dominant driver all season long. Pepper's not too far behind in 2nd, Green in 3rd, Nicholas Sam 4th, and Ryder rounding out your top 5. The top 4 drivers only separated by less than 0.2 of a second. D King's going to be in 6th, D Donis in 7th, Turkey in 8th, Warmwater in 9th, Vergara in 10th, Baumeister in 11th, Harrigan 12th, Thompson in 13th, Lohr 14th, Getman 15th, Lamb King 16th, Chambers in 17th to round out the field for tonight. We're going to take a quick look at your standings. as we pull up the standings right now. Perot sitting comfortably, 261 points in first place. Green followed closely behind at 237 points. Warmwater going to be challenging Green for that second place in the points, though. Only 4 points behind them. And Sea Peppers also within striking distance, sitting in 4th. Ryder in 5th in the points. Harrigan in 6th. Then it's D. Donis in 7th. Turkey in 8th. King in 9th. Gitman in 10th. Cherry in 11th. Dinosaur, who was unfortunately unable to be here tonight, going to be 12th in the points at the moment. Khan in 13th. Nicholas Sam, the newcomer to the series, joining in 2 rounds ago, going to be 14th in the points. Stevens in 15th. Vergold in 16th. R. Nixon 17th. Vergara 18th. Lore 19th. Thompson 20th. B Sharp in 21st. Lamb King 22nd in points. And Chambers going to be 23rd. As the driver is currently sitting Chambers, I think you got this. You got this. I think you can get to top 15. I believe Chambers. Driver's currently sitting in their post race. Wow, I'm already thinking ahead. Drivers in their pre-race briefing as we get set here. Your current forecast for conditions here at Brands Hatch. Track condition at the moment is optimum, so these cars are going to have the maximum amount of grip that their tires will provide. And it's looking to be a nice overcast day over in Britain once again. Good old England with the overcast, if not rain. Sitting at a 21 degrees Celsius. Track temperature 25 degrees right now, and no wind to hamper these drivers going throughout the track. As I'd like to take this time to thank Tamiya for once again being a partner with the ARL. And I would like to show off a new addition to the broadcast. Let me make sure things are going to be correct. Don't want to blow out people's eardrums. We have a hot lap as we ride with Perot to take a look at what a hot lap around Brands Hatch looks like. Of course, the conditions not quite the same as what they're going to be tonight, but you can still get a feel for the speeds and the lap that these drivers are going to be going to aim for, especially at the front. Because I just want to ride on board and take a listen to the engine. As you can see, the M2 is definitely relying more on that mechanical grip than they are any aero. Breaking about between the single dash and the 2-dash board there. And doing the same, going to downshift into 3rd gear, going to get back onto the accelerator and stay on the accelerator through this sweeping right. Pro getting a little loose there during the hot lap, but managing to keep it under control. Go back past the pit lane, down towards the start-finish straight, and there is your lap around Brands Hatch. Smooth and consistent wins the race. As Perot going to try and keep their lead into the race tonight. But I'm seeing a couple, excuse me, wow. It is tough to have your voice sound smooth and consistent when I'm the only one that's being able to yap in the commentary booth tonight. But Perot going to try and keep that pole position and fly away like they usually try to do. Although I'm seeing some names up front that are looking to maybe be some spoilers to that party. Peppers being one of them. Green, another one, consistently being behind Perot, maybe looking to change the narrative tonight. And of course, Nicholas Sam looking strong. As they'll be right within striking distance as well. See the cars bouncing a little bit. The drivers doing some last minute preparations to make sure that their setups are all good to go. Also trying to make sure that their tires don't turn to ice as they wait on the grid. You want to make sure those tires stay warmed up as much as possible. Generally, you'll see some drivers, they'll wait until the 30-second to go mark before they'll get into their vehicle. Sometimes they'll stay in the setup screen to make sure those tires stay at that warmer temperature. There is no tire warmers in ACC. So either you grid up early and you have to really warm those tires up during the formation lap, or you wait till about the 30-second mark. Those tires still stay a little warmer than the others, and then you just have to worry about the brakes warming up and not the brakes and the tires. "40 minutes for tonight. Going to be non-stop action throughout. As we get the 30 to go from the marshals.
20 seconds.
Drivers getting ready to go. As Perot going to go ahead and fly on off. And you'll see the drivers stay in single file formation at the start. Of course, as we get close to the start-finish line again at the end of this lap, they will go back into that double file formation. Big thing I can already see is with some of these turns that there's some marble buildup already on the outside line. You don't want to get caught up in the marbles. That'll definitely slow you down and make you lose some grip. So driver's going to be jockeying for the preferred line as soon as they can. Let's take an onboard with Perot and take a look at the formation lap and the start of the race. Watching off the back of their car and towards the field for the start. Driver's getting ready to go as we head out of the final corner leading to the start-finish straight. Light's going to be going green any second now, and there they are. We are green at Brands Hatch. Already in the back, you can see there's some fights for position already. Perot going to try and pull away. Green going to try and pull up back. And Sam and Ryder in a hard fight for fourth right now. Sam not wanting to let up as there's some more battling going on behind them as well between Warmwater and Sea King. They're side by side all the way back. This Ryder trying to close the gap between them and Peppers. But the gap also being brought down towards them by Sam. So Ryder kind of in a trying to keep both an attacking and defensive position posture. There's a 3-car battle for second right now. Pepper's leading the train for the time being. Ryder going to keep hugging that inside line to try and make sure that Sam can't get a look. Sam going to be on that inside though. Into the little kink there heading towards the start-finish line. Going to tuck back in line for turn 1 though. Meanwhile, Green and Perot kind of checking away. Sam falling back a little bit. Let me see if I can't get to the front real quick, because it looks like Green wanting to put the pressure on Perot right now. Tell you what, these drivers are going to make me work tonight. If this is the amount of battling that's going to keep going on. Make me have to try and find it all throughout the field by myself. Pro starting to try and pull away from Green right now, but Green going to say no thank you. I'm going to stay right with you. As there's a yellow. See if we can't find... Oh, there's cars off the track and sideways. Warmwater is sideways. I don't know what happened. There may have been some contact there. Warmwater waiting to rejoin safely. And there's a ton of front-end damage. Arrogant sitting comfortably to fight. I don't see any damage on the 626 of Chambers. I think Chambers able to slow down and avoid all of the carnage that was ahead of them. From what I can tell, but Warmwater definitely a ton of front-end damage on that BMW M2. Because I'm not sure what happens, but they're catching up to Lamb King right now. As more cars off the track, that's going to be... I think that's Baumeister. That is Baumeister. Baumeister off the track. And Thompson going wide as well. Brands Hatch not pulling its punches and giving these rookies a really tough time. Warmwater electing to stay out of the pits. I think Warmwater saying that the damage isn't too bad right now. They're going to keep on the track. As we move back to the leaders, and we missed the overtake. Green in front of Perot by a second. I wonder what happened. We were so focused on what happened with Warmwater that we missed the fight for the lead. Green looking to try and pull away, but Perot going to stay within a second. Green also sitting with the fastest lap currently in the race at 137.5, or excuse me, 137.687. Perot going to try and stay with the toe. Perot just slightly faster than Green at the moment. So going to attempt to try and as Green may be a little wide, but going to stay in that first position. Perot closing the gap slowly. Trying to be smooth and methodical to get back into that first position. Little wiggle out of the 747 machine. I don't want to pull away. Perot going to pull up, getting closer and closer right there, bumper to bumper. Both drivers kind of cutting. Trying to use every bit of the track as they can and then some. Trying to get just the slightest upper hand on each other. I would imagine that was a cut. I'd be surprised if it's not. Where is Didonis right now? Didonis sitting. We can find them. Didonis currently sitting in 9th, going to overtake Gitman for 8th. Gitman going to go for the cutback. Or switchback, excuse me. Donna's going to be a little bit faster through turn 1. And looks like going to solidly hold the 8th position for now. Going to try and get back to the leaders. Perot back in front. And look who's breathing down the neck of the leaders now. It's also Nicholas Sam. There's so many good fights going on track that we're losing track of the fight for the lead. Pepper's going to close the gap, but Nicholas Sam closing in as well. It's a three-way fight for the lead right now. Pepper's going to look on the inside. Not going to do it, but Nicholas Sam going to have more speed as they head towards the start-finish, going to overtake Sam, or Peppers. I'm getting too excited up here in the booth. It's going to be Nicholas Sam going to be taking 2nd place comfortably away from Peppers. And Nicholas Sam looking to try and reel in Perot. I'll tell you, if there's one driver that has impressed me throughout their currently 3-race run, it is Nicholas Sam. They have come to make a statement tonight. As Sam going to be breathing down the neck of Perot. And now Perot starting to catch up to lap traffic. There's Chambers right ahead of them. We'll see if the lap traffic helps Perot or not. Chambers going to go into the pits though, so not going to be much of a trouble to the front pack. As Nicholas Sam opening up that gap to about a 2nd now, but staying almost bumper to bumper with Perot, your leader. I don't want to pull away. There may be some fights that are happening that are a little closer, but I don't want to pull away. We've missed 2 overtakes for the lead. I don't want to miss a 3rd. Nicholas Sam going to be cutting a little bit over the grass, but not losing that much time on Perot. Now let's take a ride on board with Sam as we try to see what if they can try and squeeze something out to get ahead of your current leader. Nicholas Sam currently a few tenths faster than Perot. There were a few flashes there from Sam, kind of saying to Perot, "Oi, mate, I'm on a hot lap." Meanwhile, if you're Peppers right now sitting in third, you're kind of hoping that these two keep on fighting hard, because that's only going to make you catch up. Peppers currently sitting a second back behind Sam currently. As we're only about a little more than 15 minutes into this race. And the battle for first, extremely close. Pro going to get right up to the bumper, going to use all of the tow that they can. As they head past the pit entry towards the start-finish line once again, pretty much bumper to bumper now. Sam a tenth of a second faster than Perot currently. Perot going to have to stay defensive as best as they can to alleviate the pressure from Sam. Meanwhile, the gap to third slowly increasing. You would think with how hard that Sam and Perot are fighting that Peppers would not would be gaining up, but it seems that Peppers is losing time to the leaders right now. Of course, I say that one wrong slip up and Peppers right back into the mix of it too. As all three drivers heading out of the final corner once again. Chambers back in the pits. I don't know what might have happened to Chambers. As Sam may be a little bit wide, but going to keep their time going. Staying as close as they can to Perot. There's probably some other fights going on. I don't want to move away though, especially with Nicholas Sam within striking distance consistently on your pole winner and your current leader. And Nicholas Sam, with your current fastest lap of the race, 1:37.665.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
Race director giving us the halfway mark to go. Nicholas Sam back on the flashers. Gotta imagine that Nicholas Sam being a little frustrated that he can't get past Perot right now. But Perot not going to give you that position just because you're running faster laps. You gotta fight for it, my friend. Perot is staying as defensive as they can. And now maybe a little bit wide through one of those turns lets Perot start to open up a gap. Now this is the largest gap I've seen in a while between first and second, now sitting at 1.3 seconds. So let's take a second and try to see if there's anything else going on in the field. I'm not really seeing anything for position. I think the closest fight is going to be your fight for the lead at the moment. If I say that, and Gitman trying to get back to D. Donis. I would imagine the Swords would definitely call that a cut. Just taking a quick second to make sure that we're not missing anything in the fight for the first. Gap slowly decreasing again as Nicholas Sam tries to reel in Perot again. And there's lap traffic with Thompson and Lamb King ahead of them. As that is I believe that is a fight for position, so yeah, as a back marker, you're going to want to let the leaders through, but at the same time, you're trying to fight for your own position. So you don't want to give up too much time either. As Lamb King going to get by Thompson. We'll see if this gives Nicholas Sam the chance to catch up. And it looks like it has Nicholas Sam back to within a second of striking distance. This lap traffic working in the favor of the 538 machine. Not doing Perot any favors as they're side by side ahead of him. He's going to get caught up by the traffic. That's going to let Nicholas Sam get even closer now. As lap traffic starting to play a big part in the race now. And Thompson, who Perot was kind of stuck behind for a while, Nicholas Sam easily gets by them. As the goal for Nicholas Sam now, you just got to get 6/10. There's 1/10. Now you just need to find 5 more. These drivers leaving everything on the track right now. Nicholas Sam not wanting to let anything go to waste here. As Pepper's now almost 4 seconds back behind the leader. What was a 3-car fight for the lead, now it's become a 2-car fight again. As we're starting to get down to the closing minutes of this race, 14 minutes to go. Nicholas Sam using every bit of the track that they can. As Perot going to get stuck behind Lore. Nicholas Sam managing to get by Lore as well. Oh, he's going to peek on the inside. There's contact. Nicholas Sam going to let Perot by again. As both these drivers not letting up on each other at all. Nicholas Sam doing everything they can to try and stay with Perot, your leader. As he's back to peeking on the inside. Perot going wide. Nicholas Sam going to stay right there side by side as they head into the final final right-hander. Nicholas Sam looks to maybe carry a little bit more speed, but Perot's on that inside on the shorter length, but Sam going to be in the lead across the start-finish line. And I'm going to say it right now, new leader, 538, it's Nicholas Sam. Perot is not wanting to let that lead go, though, staying pretty much right on the tail of Nicholas Sam. With only a little more than 11 minutes to go in the race, you gotta imagine it is go time. And if you are Perot, what was a comfortable lead for a little bit, you now have to try and claw and fight your way past Nicholas Sam again. Meanwhile, looking at the relatives, it looks like there is a fight for third between Peppers and Green. I don't want to move away, though, because this battle for first is not letting up at the moment. Perot going to get pretty much right up against Nicholas Sam right now as they head into the final corner. Almost side by side. Perot starts to look towards the outside, going to tuck back in. Nicholas Sam just slightly faster in lap time. Perot going a little wide. Both drivers staying right up against each other. Nicholas Sam, you've got to be feeling the pressure right now. but at the same time, you've got a little less than 10 minutes to go until your first win in the season. It's going to be a battle of keeping your nerves and also making sure is Perot going to be on the grass a little bit. Manages to keep their speed up though. But it is a battle of nerves and a battle of wills on the track today. As Perot using all that they can to try and just squeeze as much time as they can to get right up to Nicholas Sam again. As it looks like there may be lap traffic before the end of it, as D-Donis only about 5 seconds ahead of the leaders right now. I say that D-Donis going to be in the pits. Perot going to look on the inside, not going to be able to make a move yet into turn one. If you're Nicholas Sam, you've got to take a peek in the mirror, but you can't mirror drive. You just got to focus on your line. Heading through the hairpin. Corner entries and exits. Corner entries and exits. That's going to be the name of the game right now. Brandsatch providing a very, very strong battle right now. Perot taking a peek onto the right side of Nicholas Sam, going to tuck back in line. Both drivers not wanting to give each other the advantage. If you're Nicholas Sam, you've got to be trying to figure out how to keep your nerves in check. As D-Donis, a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pits. Speaking of lap traffic, D-Donis having exited the pits just now ahead of the leaders. It may make this battle more interesting. It may even shake up this battle depending on what happens and where these leaders end up catching the 10 machine. They catch him on a straight, no harm, no foul. If they catch him in a corner, well, that could shake things up a ton. D-Donis off track, going to stay off track as they slam the Armco barrier. Going to work their way back to rejoin safely onto the track. Which means at the moment, Nicholas Sam and Perot open track for another I believe 16 seconds, 18 seconds, excuse me. So depending on what happens next, maybe lap traffic, maybe not, could be the deciding factor. It already was the deciding factor so far. D-Donis heading into the pits to serve that drive-through for speeding. As Nicholas Sam still staying in the lead. Green having gotten ahead of Peppers for third right now. But we can't go away from this fight for first. I know there's been some pretty close fights right now, but this fight for first has been extremely close tonight. Four and a half minutes to go in this race. You're looking at maybe 3 or 4 more laps to go. If you're Perot, it is go time. If you're Sam, you need to keep your nerves in check. This is the points leader right behind you. This is the car that, as they get very close to each other, bumper to bumper. Nicholas, Sam, you cannot let those nerves get to you now. You are so close. Bro going to take a peek. But then going to tuck right back on in. Not going to be able to make a move yet. Sam going a little wide. That's going to open the door for Perot. Perot going to take a look. And Perot going to take the lead once again. But as it's happened once before, it looks like it may happen once again. Lap traffic ahead of Perot, ahead of Sam. Will we see lap traffic play a role in a lead change again? Vergara going to have Perot go by easily. Nicholas Sam going to be by Vergara easily as well. It is still extremely close. If you're Perot, you've been in this position before. You just need to keep your calm. If you're Sam, that victory is so close. As we've crossed the start-finish line again, you're looking at potentially one more lap after this. Nicholas Sam trying to close that gap as quickly as they can. When they come back around, it'll be the final lap. Nicholas Sam right on the back bumper. Heading into, I believe, Sector 3. Nicholas Sam trying to use every advantage they can get. Right on the bumper of Perot. As this will be the final lap, the ultimate lap.
The leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Perot currently having more speed at the moment. As look ahead, it is lap traffic once again. Will they catch Chambers before the start-finish line? Chambers wide. Going to stay off track. Let the leaders just fight it out. Both cars getting into the grass a little bit. It looks like Perot maybe had enough in the tank to just fly away now. As this hard-fought battle going to come to its conclusion out of the final corner. Ladies and gentlemen, after having to fight really hard, it's going to be Perot and Nicholas Sam only about a second behind, finishing in second. Green heading down the start-finish line straight, going to be finishing out third, rounding out your podium finish. Peppers not too far behind, rounding out fourth. It looks like Turkey going to be in fifth. Indeed, that will be the case. Turkey in fifth. I'm out of breath. I need a breather. I need a break. As Didon is getting turned around. Going to be finishing out this round 14th. Strong tenacity from Didonis to finish the race. Oh my gosh, I need a breather. As let's take a look at your finishing results. It's going to be Perot in the lead. Nicholas Sam, very hard fight. Nearly had it. Going to be rounding out second place. Green taking the final podium position in third. Peppers fourth. Oh. Turkey. Hello.
Hello, Kato?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, screen here.
Green, how's it feel to get that final podium position?
Yeah, well, after getting past Perot, Frank, when he made a small error there early, I thought I could have a chance to win. A couple laps later, I must have put a tyre just off the grass, about turn 4. Spun me, put myself back to 5th, and I did do well to fight back to the podium. So congrats to the winners. Yeah, it looked like I having a ding-dong battle up front too, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. And thanks for commentating. And I hope Kev gets better soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I missed the that recovery drive from you, because I know that you and Peppers must have had a really hard fight.
Yeah, you there, Pep?
It was a real heartbreak.
Oh, sorry, I've just lost.
Yeah, I said that was a real heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a good race overall, but yeah, a few people had their own, interesting stories out of that one. But yeah, I'm just enjoying racing with all you boys and girls.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the replay. I cannot wait.
It was
Yeah.
it kept me busy for sure. There was some fights going on. I missed Peppers taking the lead. I missed Perot taking the lead back. And then it was like the fight between you, Sam, and Perot. It was that's the majority of the broadcast because y'all stayed extremely close to each other. What was it like to be that hard of a fight? Sam first and then Perot.
I mean, it's kind of hard because you want to fight. Like, you really want to fight. Like, I can tell where I was quick. I can tell where he was quick. But at the same time, in the back of your mind is like I want to push a little harder just to get a few more tenths out of it. But at the same time, you just can't mess up on this track. It's like you don't want to pass up second and then, you know, like be last. Yeah,
Super tough track. Super tough.
And props to Perot because he's just consistent, man. They just got that consistency. It's hard to pass. But a super clean fight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were within what half a second most of the time, and yeah, I actually Sam tried every tricks in the book to try to break my concentration. I saw lights flashing at some points, and I just tried to stay out of the mirror, focus on driving my race. And at some point in T1, when I was second, I had the feeling, okay, I'm closer here. I'm just gonna use a little bit of psychological warfare for myself and show my nose a bit to his right and let him think, hey, I'm going for it. I wasn't going for it in that turn. It's too dangerous, but it just unsettled him, and he went a bit wide, and then that's when I managed to take back the first place.
Now, I do need to ask. It looked really close on both for you, Perot, and Sam. For track limits, did y'all get any track limits warnings, and if so, how many?
You know.
I think I didn't have any track limit warning. I got a few, maybe a couple of no time gained here and there, but no track limit warning.
Yeah, same.
That was extremely close. Now, all three of you, I do have to ask, one of the toughest tracks that I've ever raced on is next on the season. It is Mount Panorama. What are your thoughts going into the fight on the mountain?
Yeah, well, I live about 4 hours from there, so yeah. I'll have to try my best to give Frank and Sam a run there, and Peps, and a couple other boys, Luke. Because, yeah, I live in New South Wales, Australia, not too far from the mountain. So, yeah, it should be another brutal test.
As for myself, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, it's a very technical track, the mountain section, and I like a challenge. So, and I think in the test race of the summer series, that's where I scored my first podium with the ARL. So, yeah, I have pretty good memories at this track.
Nice.
Sam, what is?
I never really focused on this track before. I used to play it in GT7 a bit, but on this game, I think I tried it once or twice, crashed myself, crashed the car, and said this ain't for me. But I'm kind of looking forward to actually having to sit down and learn it. Find that rhythm. I think for me, this might be a bit of survival. But,
I will say Bathurst is one of those tracks where it is, if you can finish the race, you've claimed a victory in and of itself. So,
True.
Well, I don't want to keep y'all too long. I know it's probably late or extremely early in some cases. So
Lunchtime, man. Up just past lunchtime.
So congrats, you three. Thank y'all for coming in for this. I don't want to keep y'all too long.
Yeah, with
Thank
all
you.
the adrenaline
Thank you.
I've got going, I'm not sure I'm gonna sleep anytime soon.
Congrats, boys.
Yes,
Well done.
Yeah, that was a very
See you
good
next
run.
week.
Thanks again for making this possible, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to next race.
Awesome.
Yep, I second that.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Now go out and
Thanks.
celebrate
Bye.
because y'all definitely deserve it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Cheers.
Later.
Cheers. Bye.
As we're gonna round out the broadcast here, we're gonna go through your final results though. Perot going to be your race winner and the fastest lap holder. Nicholas Salmon second after a very tough fight. Green rounding out your podium. Peppers in fourth. Turkey fifth. Sea King in sixth. Warm Water seventh. Gitman in eighth. Harrigan ninth. And Thompson rounding out your top 10. Then it is going to be Vergara, Lore, Lamb King, D. Donis, Baumeister, Chambers, and Ryder. That's going to round out your field. Mount Panorama up next, or as I like to nickname it, Death Mountain. So stay tuned on Tuesday nights. It's going to be amazing to see what the final two races of the season hold for these rookies. Once again, I'm Kaito Nasa for the American Racing League. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday at Mount Panorama.